Now from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU 8 Sports.
The Missouri soccer team came from behind to win its season opener over Central Arkansas 3-2 Friday. On Sunday, Mizzou had another thriller against the Iowa Hawkeyes of the Big Ten Conference. Tigers hosting Iowa to close out opening weekend at Walton Field. First half, early opportunity for Sarah Lubert goes off the crossbar. And then later, Laura Saladin with a shot on goal, easily stopped by the keeper. 17th minute now, Tigers break through. Melanie Donaldson with the header rebound from the crossbar. Mizzou up 1-0. Iowa did equalize late and sent this game into overtime. 5th minute of the first overtime, Iowa's Kaylee House finds Isabella Blackman for the game-winning goal. Iowa wins this one 2-1. Tigers fall to 1-1 on the season. Mizzou will return to action on Friday against border rival Illinois at Walton Field. In the inconsistent, topsy-turvy season the St. Louis Cardinals have had, there's been one constant: the ability to hit the ball out of the park. The Cards lead the National League in round trippers with 173 and trail only the Blue Jays and Orioles in the entire league. Yesterday, the club took on the Phillies at Citizens Bank Park, a stadium known for giving up the long ball, hoping to continue that trend. Pick things up in the top of the 4th in Philadelphia. Brandon Moss is going to send one out to left on a line drive. That'll be Moss's 23rd homer of the season and extends the Cardinals' streak of games with a home run to 11. The club goes up 2-0 on that shot. Now runners on second and third with pitcher Mike Leake at the plate. He singles on a line drive to center. 2 runners will score and the Cardinals are up 4-0. Later in the game, Stephen Piscotty's going to come up, and guess what? Oh yeah, he hits another home run. The Cardinals do it again. They're now up 5-0. Top of the 8th, you guessed it, Jed Jerko. The guy has been red hot since the All-Star break, and he's going to send this one out to right. His 20th of the season and 13th since the All-Star break. Cardinals lead 7-0. Cardinals would go on to win 9-0 and take 2 of 3 from the Phillies. They currently sit a game and a half up in the hunt for the second NL wildcard spot. Now on to the Royals. Coming into yesterday's game against the Minnesota Twins, the team was rolling, winning 7 in a row and the first 3 against their AL Central Division rivals. They went for the sweep on Sunday and sent Danny Duffy to the mound. Duffy came into the game carrying a 10-game win streak and a minuscule ERA of 1 during the month of August. The Royals southpaw had not lost a game in 2 months. Duffy was matched up against Twins starter Irvin Santana, and then the Royals have 1 away in the second, runners at second and third. Alcides Escobar at the plate. He sends a grounder to short. Escobar's out at first, but Eric Hosmer scores to put the Royals on the board 1-0. Twins now at the plate with Trevor Plouffe. He sends a line drive to center. Robbie Grossman is going to score from second to tie the game at 1-1. Eric Hosmer at the game later in the game. He swings at Santana's first pitch and sends a deep shot to center. Lorenzo Cain's going to run around and come on home to put the Royals up 2-1. They would not look back, and KC would go on to win by that score 2-1 and now sit just 3.5 games out of an AL wildcard spot. NASCAR fans had to wait a little longer to see their favorite racers take the track this past weekend as rain delayed the race from Saturday night to Sunday afternoon and eventually to Sunday night. Columbia native Carl Edwards won the pole position and was trying to win 2 races in a row at Bristol. The rain soaked the track at Bristol Motor Speedway and did not create great conditions for the drivers, but Kevin Harvick was able to take the lead with 66 laps to go, and he never looked back. Harvick wins the Bass Pro Shops NRA night race with Edwards finishing 6th. With the closing ceremonies last night, the 2016 Rio Olympics are officially history, and it's time to look forward to the 2020 Games in Tokyo. But before that, let's have one last look at how the final medal count shaped up. The United States absolutely dominated the medal board in Rio, earning 121 total medals and was 51 medals ahead of China, which was the next closest. The USA took home 17 more medals than it did in the London Games of 2012 and 11 more than it did in the Beijing Games of 2008. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty upset that the Olympics are over. I love watching all those sporting events you don't normally get to see on a regular basis. What were some of your guys' favorites?
The other day I was watching one of the rowing ones, and I don't even know what to call it, but they were up on one knee and leaning forward. Yep. I just kept thinking, oh my gosh, you must be so sore.
Oh, well, definitely. All the sports you haven't even heard of.
Oh, I know.
I sat down and my son was watching indoor women's speed bicycling. And
yeah, right.
I didn't know that was an Olympic sport.
Yeah.
Of course it can be. So yeah, it's just fun to see it from a kid's eyes as well as just
and to realize
the vast number of athletes.
Unathletic I actually am.
It's always a nice
that
check
too.
there.
Thank you.
Touch point.